Ooh, all right, campers, watch your step here. You guys ready? I think we're all set. All right, so we are going on a Sleepy Hollow hike. Who says we can't go on a Sleepy Hollow hike? You guys are getting the full story right here in my backyard. I guess we're going to see what we can find out in this wilderness area. And it doesn't necessarily only have to be about me, but you are probably fully aware of that. This is not only my family and about me, this is about you and what you are going to learn on this adventure. Around this area of our beautiful wooded area, you can kind of see the house in the background. So we're a little ways in now. But around this area, we have wild blueberries actually, and they're not the most delicious. You can find maybe one blueberry, a good blueberry, in like the good season. Now, in this area of our land, we are going to see a couple of stakes lying around, and where these stakes are, they outline the division between us and our neighbors. And unfortunately for me and my family, it kind of goes in a line cutting straight across our land, which was deemed no longer our land. All right, first stop is actually right next to this post, and you'll see that there's this stump, and you're like, what is that stump doing there? And then you will notice this log. Now, this log has some history. It's got some very deep-rooted history. Now, if campers, if you could stay behind this log as I'm demonstrating, I don't want everyone crowding the log all at once so I can tell the story. Thank you. We're getting deeper into the woods now, and we will see this nice tall almost tree. It didn't really last too much longer. You can kind of see where it came down here. When I was younger, we had an Easter egg hunt. We would have the largest in Fruitland Township, where I'm living in the Whitehall area of Michigan. So, with that being said, we had an Easter egg hunt out here, and you will notice where a woodpecker once pecked its way around this tree, but right in this hole specifically was an egg filled with silver dollars. Our lucky winner who got the golden egg of the year. Now, you'd think that me living here and my parents being the ones to hide them, that I would just know where all the eggs were. When I say there were a lot of eggs and we had one of the largest in our township, we had hundreds, maybe thousands of eggs just roaming around. I know just the other day, I actually picked up one of the lost eggs from, that had to have at least been 10 years ago, maybe 15. So if that gives you any idea of what kind of history revolves around this land back here, is crazy. Now, let's keep moving. There's some other deep-rooted history around here, I'm sure. We are approaching a stand. So we're going to climb up the stand as one would do if there were a zip line around. But we are not going on a zip line, my friends. We are merely sitting and enjoying nature. From up here, you may be thinking, wow, I am the ruler of all of this beautiful land upon your kingdom. But we, as human beings and a part of the nature itself, as we live amongst our fellow companions, the squirrels, the chipmunks, the bees, the deer, and even the coyotes that live in these woods here, we are not above, as we may like to see ourselves as. We are not above all else. Ooh, it gets windy. We are not above all else. We are merely a component of one whole community that is the wilderness. Thank you. So, as we sit up here as we get a little more comfy, we realize that the seat isn't actually as comfortable as you'd think, and it's actually kind of cold. So we're gonna make our way back down. Oh yeah, I wish I could just zip line down, but we know that that's not the case here today. I'm sure many of you guys are missing camp a lot, and I hope that in your time you are hopefully getting out a little bit. Don't want you cooped up all this time. I would love to be at camp right now, and just know that you still hold that spirit within yourselves. This is not a Spirit of Pendaluan speech, I promise you. Just know that you do. You carry that spirit within yourself, and you can spread that throughout your community however you want. As I continue walking further away from my house, actually, I'm not going back just yet. You know, we'll still learn a couple more things. We are approaching one last place, ladies and gents. So let's get to it. Now, as you will notice, there is a couple of trees right in this little area. Little tiny trees. This one seems to be growing quite the abundance of fungi, however you like to pronounce it. But you'll also notice little notches where something could even be placed within these trees. And lo and behold, we did growing up. You see, it may not be there anymore. It's quite a shame. But we used to call this place our home in the backyard, where we had this little doorway here. We'd walk into the door, and this was our home. We built it up on ferns. Again, respect nature, please. We essentially built a house made of ferns. We built this whole wall with ferns, and this was like our little doorway leading into the living area. That was this little space that we even, I mean, you can see the outline of our house between this log, that little corner fireplace, and this log going around through the door. I don't know where this branch came from, but you get the point. It's kind of like how you play house. I don't know if you guys ever played house before. Maybe that was just a my generation thing. We even had a bank. And we follow the gold standard, of course. We had this dirt that kind of piled along from roots of other trees. And so because of that, this was our bank. And we set the largest gold pieces that we could find out in this woods, made from usually this kind of bronzes, goldish, and uprooted trees. It was really nice. I really enjoyed it. I miss it. You know, it doesn't matter how old you're getting, but you can still enjoy the little things out here in the woods. So this is our bank. We would stockpile the largest clumps that we could find, and that was our gold standard for our beautiful, lovely home that you can now just see is just woods. Another memory out here in my backyard. I know, thank you guys for taking a journey out here with me, and hope to see you guys soon. Enjoy your time spent off, if you have time off, and make sure you're getting out. And if you've made connections with people at camp, make sure you talk to those people. They need to hear from you too. Go outside, do something, go enjoy some of your favorite activities out here, and keep spreading the spirit of Pendaluan. With that being said, peace. We'll see you guys later. Hope to see you soon.